Natasha Akpotich clashed with the leadership over a seating arrangement dispute. The issue began when Akpoti's seat was reassigned following a reshuffle prompted by opposition members moving to the majority wing. However, she refused to relocate. The chief whip, Senator Tariu, cited Senate rules to justify the change, explaining that seat adjustments were within the Senate President's authority. The United States ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, says there is no evidence that the United States Agency for International Development is funding Boko Haram or any terrorist group. Mills said that after meeting with Nigeria Governors Forum in Abuja that no nation condemns Boko Haram's violence more strongly than the U.S. He assured all that if any evidence is found, the U.S. government will work with the Nigerian government to investigate it. And the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, says Nigeria will not accommodate any form of disrespect from any country against its citizens, saying it is important for everyone to understand that Nigeria deserves respect. He said that these are the defense headquarters in Abuja shortly after he received the wounded military personnel that had participated in the Victors Games in Canada, maintained that Nigerians is being treated unfairly by some countries. Kiko Lumokere completes the report.
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, dismissed the insinuation from some quarters that members of the armed forces were not invited to Vancouver, Canada, to participate in Invictus Game initiated by Duke Sex. Providing an insight into what transpired during the preparation, General Musa says they followed all due process, adding that concerned government officials, including ministers and national security advisor, were aware.
The denial of the visa, we mustn't travel abroad. Nigeria is good enough for all of us. We had an agreement, we were invited, a program was sent, we forwarded our requirements, we followed the process. Everybody knows members of the armed forces will never take shortcuts. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of State, the NSA, everybody is aware about this journey, and we followed the process, but for reasons best known to them. Most of the teams, you remember, the team captain did not go, the medical doctor was not there, the physiotherapist did not go. All those that were important for the team were not given visas. And the question is why? Well, I'm happy that the federal government is also looking at those aspects. I think it's important for people to understand that we deserve respect as Nigerians all over the world. And we must never accommodate disrespect from anybody because we're a great country.
A further pledge to stop at nothing to improve the morale of the troops and the wounded and the sick personnel.
Chief of Defense Staff, this is a clarion call that whatever it takes to raise the morale of our troops, we will do it, whatever the cost is, because we know once the troops see what we are doing with those that are injured, they will want to give their best because they know if anything happens to them, they will also be taken care of.
Speaking shortly after they were ushered in, the Director of Sport at Defense Headquarters lament over the visa denial by the Canada High Commission, saying out of 25-man team that was invited, only 14 were granted visas. He explained that the team were initially demoralized because the team captain, physiotherapist, and other important persons that were supposed to be part of the trip but were denied visas.
These soldiers re-strategized knowing their success was already diminished from teams and put up a great fight. Notwithstanding this setback, our team participated in over 6 events, which include wheelchair basketball, sitting volleyball, Nordic events, indoor rowing, and swimming. The team's outstanding performance earned Nigeria 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, and 4 bronze medals.
The team leader expressed gratitude to the Chief of Defense Staff, saying the experience gives them opportunity to interact with other officers from other countries and to heal.
When we were privileged to get to the point where we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel was when you magnanimously brought the Invictus and this initiative to the wounded, injured, and sick personnel. So it was a magnanimous initiative that actually brought light at the end of the tunnel for all of us. Sir, when all of us were introduced to the game as a means of recovery, little did we know that our disability will be overturned.
I said there is an ability in every disability because you never can tell where your strength is. Being here today, sir, I would say we are very grateful because when Ruth came in, when I saw Ruth the first time, Ruth could not use her hand, and today she is a gold medalist.
The Invictus Game is an international multi-sport event meant for recovery for the wounded, injured, and sick personnel. However, the team finally won different medals listed as 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, 4 bronze medals in different sports they participated in. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
And our Benue State government has assured of its readiness to continue to collaborate with the media and remain accountable and transparent to the people and the discharge of its constitutional mandate. Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Tosho Kalwa, gave the hints during an interface with members of the Nigeria Union of Journalists at the public presentation of the breakdown of 2025 state budget. And on the 36 state governors under the endorsement of the Nigeria Governors Forum have emphasized the need to deepen the cooperation with United States of America on economic development, governance, and health. In a statement issued after its meeting in Abuja, the NGF chairman and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak reaffirmed their commitment to working with state legislatures to promote governance through reforms and ensure effective policy implementation at the subnational level. The statement reveals that the forum engaged with the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria, shared his vision for a renewed and dynamic partnership between Nigeria and the United States, highlighting a shift from the donor recipient model to one of mutual collaboration. He underscored the importance of fostering economic opportunities for Nigerians. The National Youth Service Corps in Benue State has confirmed the withdrawal of corps members from Bar community in Kwande local government area due to ongoing attacks. The Assistant Director of Information and Public Relations of NYSC in the state, Yuza Adamu, stated this in a statement in Makurdi. Adamu says that the withdrawal of corps members from Bar community was as a result of incessant attacks on the community. The Ganduje Foundation has sponsored free eye treatment for 1,000 residents of Jigawa State. The exercise was held at Sambo Hospital Duse in Jigawa State. Now, all the beneficiaries were provided with medications and recommended eyeglasses, as some of them underwent eye surgery for a variety of eye diseases. Kikala Makere has the details.
Governor of Jigawa State, Malam Umar Namadi, has commended the national chairman of Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, and his wife, Professor Afsat Umar Ganduje, for the gesture. Namadi says he was not surprised by how Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje is extending some of the human-centered projects he executed while he was the governor of Kano State to Jigawa State, saying Professor Afsat Umar Ganduje is of Jigawa origin. The APC national chairman emphasized the importance of sight, saying that was the main reason behind the exercise in the state. He added that the medical outreach is one of the services Ganduje Foundation provides to Nigerians. The beneficiary commended Ganduje's foundation for the outreach. They says they were glad that they were provided with a number of eye problem related service free of charge. The All Progressive Congress national chairman Abdullahi Ganduje attended the event in the company of his wife Professor Afsat Umar Ganduje, his children and well-wishers. The outreach include surgery for a variety of eye diseases and provision of medication and recommended glasses to all beneficiaries. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
And our former Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Obasa, has refuted the reports linking him to stockpiling guns at his office at the Assembly. This is as the current Speaker of the House, Major Sola Mirinad, resigning from our position. Obasa denied reports linking him to some firearms allegedly uncovered at his office. And now, two Nigerians, James Wuye and Mohammed Ashafa, have been named winners of the inaugural Commonwealth Peace Prize. The co-founders of the Interfaith Mediation Center were recognized for their exceptional contributions to the peace building and reconciliation in Nigeria. The Commonwealth Secretary Patricia Scotland announced the award in a congratulatory letter addressed to the Deputy High Commissioner of Nigeria, Sani Suleiman. Now, a twin explosion rocked two flow stations near the Khartoum channel of the coast of Borno in River State, raising fears of casualties. The blast reportedly destroyed several facilities at the flow station, located around the 30 nautical miles from the Bornese coastal line. The Khartoum channel is a major hub for oil and gas facilities situated near the boundary between Borno and the Gamala government area, all in River State. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, 500 juniors battle in the TPA tennis tournament. We have those details from the world of business as well as more stories coming from the sports segment for you. Please stay with us.
Social, economic, cultural, and political conditions are constantly in flux, requiring regular conversations on the many contexts and informed analysis of their dimensions. Now, these discussions are not just about understanding the present, but about shaping the future. Foremost Bayes University is taking this lead through the Bayes University Debates, hosted by Global Television.
Analyzing and debating issues big and small, Bayes University Debates presents a vibrant forum where we invite academics, intellectuals, and prominent personalities to share their diverse views and ideas on topical issues. Your unique perspective is a valuable addition to our rich intellectual community.
Engage in respectful, challenging debates where we try to find common ground, keep our minds open, and seek truth and understanding.
Don't miss the opportunity to join the conversation on Bayes University Debates at 9 p.m. every last Tuesday of the month. Showing on Global Television Channel 365. Start times Channel 276, free to air on Niconsat. You can also download the Global TV app on the App Store and Google Play Store. Be part of the action.
Welcome back, and now to business news. The federal government has announced a ban on trucks carrying over 60,000 liters of hydrocarbon product from loading at their ports and traveling on federal roads effective from March 1st, 2025. It also announced that from the fourth quarter of 2025, no truck carrying more than 45,000 liters of petroleum product shall be allowed to load from the depot. The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority Executive Director Distribution System Storage and Retailing Infrastructure, Obogo Koha, announced this at a briefing in Abuja. Now, the Federal Capital Territory Administration, through its Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, has vowed to reclaim land illegally occupied at the Institutions and Research District of the Abuja. The Director of the Department of Development Control, Mokhtar Galadima, said this during a stakeholder meeting with representatives of indigenous communities from Zido, POE and Peace Village in Abuja. Galadima explained that the department is committed to carrying out enforcement with a human face, hence the decision to invite indigenous stakeholders from the three communities to inform them about the proposed removal of structures erected illegally in the district. The number of dormant bank accounts in Nigeria is over 19.69 million, according to industry customer accounts database released by the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System. The data, which tracks monthly account statuses, show the 2024 indicates a steady rise in inactive accounts, coinciding with the new regulatory measures by the Central Bank of Nigeria required commercial banks to publish details of dormant accounts. Has been directive issued to enhance transparency and return unclaimed funds to rightful owners comes and concerns that a significant number of accounts have remained idle for extended periods. The federal government has revealed that moving most electricity consumer in Nigeria to Band A, where they will enjoy a minimum of 20 hours of electricity supply daily. The Transmission Company of Nigeria announced major milestones in the nation's power sector, revealing that Nigeria has achieved a new peak power generation of 5,543.20 megawatts. These milestones were disclosed in a statement issued by the management. When I move to the foreign scene, Hamas has handed over the bodies of Israeli hostages for the first time as part of the Gaza ceasefire deal. The bodies of 4 hostages have arrived at the Abu Kabir Forensic in the institute in Jaffa, Tel Aviv. The Israeli Health Ministry says that the forensic teams will complete a formal identification process as efficiently and respectfully as possible, with the utmost compassion towards the families, says spokesperson Shiraz Salaman. And our France return hit Seoul military base in Ivory Coast, so local authorities marking an end to decades of French presence at the site. A French and Ivorian defense minister signed a document to confirm the return shortly after the Ivorian flag was raised on the base's parade ground. Ivorian defense minister Thierry Braham says this act marks a new era in the friendship and the strategic collaboration between our two countries. And on to sports. Africa Footballer of the Year Ademola Lookman has broken his silence on Atalanta manager Giants Pierre harsh criticism, revealing that the designated taker instructed him to take the penalty in Tuesday Champions League exit the club booked. In an emotional statement, Lookman expressed his hurt at being singled out by the Gasperini, who had labeled him one of the worst penalty takers every after he spoke, as his sport kick was served in a 3-1 defeat. And more to that, over 500 junior tennis players will compete for the Universal Tennis Rating Point in the Tennis Players Parent Association tournament, which serve across 12 cities. A tournament which will be held in 2 legs, feature boys and girls competing in the 12, 14, and 16 age categories, with only Lagos hosting the youth category in the Tennis Players Parent Association. Shegun Aluko says that the tournament was designed to help players earn points which could boost their chances of securing college scholarships. And that's a package. A news cycle reminder that we are on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 273 to our NICAMSAT. Kindly follow us on all streaming platform using @Global TV NG.